Fox 1 sports host Craig Carton. I don't know exactly who he is. He's an East Coast guy. Maybe his name is Carton. Carton. Craig. We're going to call him Craig on this show. He says, and he's a New York guy, so this is coming from a East Coast perspective. He says the Giants should offer the 49ers 3 first-round picks, including this year's first, a third. It would be a pick swap, of course, to be, reasonable here. Plus 2 first-rounders in the future for Brock. I mean, obviously the Niners would do that with the Giants.
I think they should. I mean, I think Brock Purdy is a franchise creator.
So
I think
good.
he's a superstar quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, especially now that you can sign him for $60 million and he'd take it.
He'd be like Eli Manning, but twice as good for that franchise.
Yeah, I think Brock would at least win you a couple rings. So
future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with him. I think the New York Giants should trade. Honestly, even if they just want to do 2 firsts, like I think
because you don't want to be greedy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, man, even a first and a second. I mean, I bet you the Niners would take something like that. I mean, if they traded that and John Lynch didn't accept it, I think people would riot in Santa Clara.
I think the Niners, what the offer, what the value really is for Brock is a second this year and a conditional second next year that could become a first if he balls out. I don't think you can necessarily get a first-round pick for him right now, given what the season he came off of, the surgery he's had to his elbow, and the fact that he really was Mr. Irrelevant.
With Mac Jones as our quarterback signed right now, I would take a pick swap for Purdy. Just give me a pick swap. Give me 3, you take 11, and I will trade you Purdy. That's so worth it.
All day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, I'd be like, here.
I'll throw in Brandon Ayuk. You can have Brandon Ayuk on the side.
You guys don't even lose a pick. Just pick swap. You could have Purdy.
Yeah.
You guys enjoy paying him $60 million a year.
At 3, who would you take? Who do you think Shadur Sanders is there, or do you think Travis Hunter is there, or do you think Abdul Carter is there? I mean,
I could see Kyle taking Travis Hunter, rolling with Mac, and waiting until a better draft class next year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even blame him. I'd say it's great work.
Yeah.
Even Abdul Carter, I'd be like, great work.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't be mad if he took someone like Cam Ward. I don't think him and Shadur would get along, even though I like Shadur Sanders.
Is Shadur not enough? Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, I think Shadur is a little too eccentric for him. I think
Kyle's like he wants to have like a life outside of football, and that's not okay.
Kyle likes Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins. He doesn't like,
he likes Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, if I was them at 3, the world's your oyster. You can even trade down if you really wanted, and I wouldn't blame it. But you have Mac Jones now. So in my opinion, if I was the Niners, I would genuinely shop Purdy. Mac Jones is not a downgrade to Purdy.
If you could essentially flip Brock Purdy for Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you so much for your service, Brock. It's been great. Yeah. We enjoyed it was exciting. It was unexpected. And the fact that you could bring this franchise, Abdul Carter, is your ultimate legacy. I mean, we're gonna retire your number. We're gonna put you in the museum. We're going to have a little exhibit for you, and it's going to mention he brought us Hall of Fame edge rusher. We never would have had Hall of Fame edge rusher Abdul Carter without Brock. So thank you, Brock.
Really, I mean, dude, if someone actually truly believes, like, if that guy's not just doing it for clicks, I wish he was the GM of the Giants. Like, I pray that their GM listens to him.
Well, I mean, I don't think he has a firm grasp of what the value of players is in the NFL. Although that being said, the Niners did once upon a time trade 3 firsts for Trey Lance. But I just wonder take away the ridiculous offer for a second. What about the team? Are the Giants a team that would be interested in Brock? Because you said that you couldn't see Kyle being interested in Shadur. I can't see the freaking Giants being interested in Shadur or Cam Ward because I don't know. The Maras seem like they like a very particular type of quarterback. I can't quite describe it, put my finger on it, but I could see them loving Brock Purdy for some reason.
I agree. I also think, I mean, even if I was the Niners, I'd ask the Titans for a pick swap. You have Will Levis, who's, he was a risk.
Yeah.
I even think Cam Ward, I don't think any quarterback in this draft is a slam dunk. I really don't. And I think Niners could use that as leverage. Like, listen, Is Brock Purdy as talented as Cam Ward?
No.
But he's consistent. He's stable. Do you guys want to build a team? Brock Purdy would be great to build a team. He's stable.
We're selling him here. He's consistent. He's stable.
Yeah.
The Titans are like, well, what happened in 2024? Stop asking about 2024. Have you watched 2023? Have you watched 2022? Go back and watch those years again. Those years were great. Yeah. But what happened in 2024?
Guys, did you see?
They're always going to talk about 2024.
What quarterback's going to play with all those injuries?
Why you got to bring up old stuff? Actually, that's the most recent tape that we have of him.
I don't know. I can see it though. I can see the Giants being sold on not wanting to take another risk. You just had Daniel Jones. I mean, you have Tommy DeVito. You have, then all your choices are Cam Ward, Shadur Sanders, or you could reach for Jackson Dart, which I don't see them doing. That'd be absurd. So take Brock Purdy and pick swap. Do the safe thing, man. Come on.
I love
Bring
it,
the
man.
Giants, Eli Manning
2.0. Would you trade Brock Purdy to the Giants if you couldn't get the third pick and all you could get was their second this year, which is a high?
Yep.
Me too. I would still do it.
I would trade Brock. I would trade BA for seconds. Easy.
It takes guts, but I still think you have to remember, like, guys, Niners, slow down here. You were winning with Jimmy, okay? You were winning with Jimmy. I know the Trey Lance experience was traumatic, but Trey Lance isn't an NFL quarterback. You don't need a starting quarterback to win. You won with Jimmy, who's a legit backup. Brock might be a legit backup. We don't know until he plays for another team. You could win with Mac. I firmly believe you can win with Mac. Okay,
and that's my thing. Does it take guts? Mac took the Patriots and was a Pro Bowl quarterback without a great supporting cast. I'm not saying Mac's great. But is he that much worse? The only
problem is that there's this what's the word?
The problem is Mac was drafted 3rd overall. If Mac was Mr. Irrelevant and did what he did on the Patriots, people would be all over him like they are with Purdy. That's the problem.
The problem is, the word I was looking for is consortium. There is a consortium of veterans on this team who have way too much power and say. And if the Niners want to make a move like, hey, we're trading Brock and we're going to go young and we're going to go with Mac Jones and a rookie, I don't know. The fullback might not like it.
Do you think Brock is that in with the boys club though? They all got along with Darnold better. I don't think
it's not that he's that in with the boys club. It's that they would have to green light the next option. And they might not say, hey, we're an older core. We don't want to rebuild at the quarterback position. We don't want to give Mac Jones a shot.
I'd be like, you're not rebuilding. You have the same damn quarterback in Mac Jones. Like, that would be my thing. Like, even if they were to
what if George Kittle doesn't want Mac Jones to be the starter and wants to keep Brock Purdy?
I'd be like, okay, George, break down Brock's 2024 film and Mac's 2024 film and show me the actual difference between those two players. That's what I want to see. If you can actually break down the film and give me reasons on what Brock Purdy does so much better than Mac that there's no world where we can give Mac a chance, then I will agree. Otherwise, you're a tight end. Enjoy being a tight end.